I'm Olivia, and Safety Simon is my dad. I hope this podcast enlightens you. Have fun learning safety with your host, Safety Simon.
Welcome back to another episode. Glad to be here with you. Today we're going to talk about safety engagement. Engagement in safety culture is something that is challenging for the best of us. Wouldn't it be great if you had some quick ideas to kickstart your engagement in safety culture? If you're able to put even one of these tips into play at your workplace, you'll be on your way to improving the culture of safety in your organization. So let's dive into these 5 tips. Tip number 1, provide treats. You heard me. Everyone likes a little treat. Food is a great way to get people engaged and on the same page. Think of the last time someone brought in a box of donuts for the worksite or office. Did everyone stay away from the donuts, or did everyone descend on them like they hadn't eaten in hours? I know I'm part of the latter group. Sharing food as a group is fantastic for developing and maintaining culture. It creates a commonality amongst the group of people. Now you can start talking about safety while everyone is on the same page about the food. Sometimes the smallest things can bring people together like nothing else. Tip number 2, reward positive safety. Furthermore, rewards work wonders as well. Jumping off of tip number 1, the reward doesn't have to be big to be meaningful and impactful. To someone that really likes coffee, a $5 gift card to the local coffee shop can mean so much for a job well done. Also, recognize and reward the little things as well. If you catch someone in the act of doing something safe, or even answering a safety question right in a crew talk meeting, praise it. It may also cause people around them to get jealous and decide to do something to get recognition as well. Dale Carnegie once said, "People work for money, but go the extra mile for recognition, praise, and rewards." Tip number 3, make it personal. Personalizing safety makes it real for them. If employees are thinking that safety is just a program or a bunch of rules to obey at work, you will not get true buy-in. If you make your safety standards relatable to the individual, adherence to the rules and regulations will be that much easier. For example, if you see something unsafe, ask if they would let their family member or loved one do that action, knowing what they know about safety. The answer will usually be that they wouldn't want them doing it. When conveying new rules or refreshing existing ones, try using I statements. Here's how you can change a rule to an I statement. For example, you may have seen a sign in the warehouse that says steel-toed boots required. If you change the sign to say something such as, I always wear my steel-toed boots in the warehouse, it makes it personal for that person, and they will be much more willing to comply or to follow that rule. It's changing it to a personalized I statement. Tip number 4, have a common goal. Goals that get measured get talked about. Talking about safety consistently helps everyone pushing for the same common goals. There should be goals that are long-term. For example, a 5% reduction in lost time incidents for the year. And some short-term goals as well. An example of that would be 5 good catch reports submitted this week, or all first aid documents reported. Tip number 5, spice it up with competition. A bit of competition never hurt anyone. I get it, some people aren't very competitive. So how do you get this to work? Everyone has some competitive spirit in them, and it can be sparked easily. Speaking as one of those non-competitive types, I can buy in when I'm not singled out, but am part of a team. It's also easier for people to buy in when they're already doing the action. But we just want to amp it up a bit. I did this with our fire drills. We already were going to do them. There was no choice about it. But what I did is I made it a competition between the departments or the shifts. It's amazing how you can better your response time when there's a little friendly competition and the potential of your picture or your team picture being posted with the best time. Finally, don't forget to have fun. Changing or improving safety culture does not come overnight. Instead, it takes small and consistent steps to move forward in culture building. Make it fun, enjoy the process, and keep up the safety. Well, that's all for today. Head on over to my blog to find more great content at championsafetysolutions.com. Remember, you should always be able to start with safety. Take care, everyone, and I'll talk to you next time on Starting with Safety.